What is going on, everyone? Chris is here, and I'm going to talk another college football related video. Before I do, guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm just getting going. For those of you who have subscribed, I really appreciate it. This is fun to do, and I like hearing people's opinions and thoughts. And I'm not always right. I know that, and I don't claim to be, but it's still fun to talk about it and have the different opinions. But today, I'm going to talk about the Georgia Bulldogs in 2021. Now, there's a lot of hype behind Georgia, and I get it because you got a lot of talent coming in and you got a lot of talent returning. There's a lot of guys on that offensive side of the ball, especially, that announced they're coming back, and I think they are gunning for a national championship. And this is, I think, Kirby's best shot at getting one since he's been there. But my question to him and the Georgia fans is, I don't really put this on the talent of the team. To me, this is on Kirby's ability to adapt in football, and we'll talk on that. So let's get into it. So the first thing we need to do is look at the talent and what Georgia has coming back. We'll start with the offensive side of the ball. So JT Daniels is returning. He had experience at USC before transferring to Georgia. Last year, they give him the nod. And really, when he played, Georgia looked like a completely different team. You got James Cook and Zamir White returning for your running backs. So you've got a good backfield. You've got all three of your receivers in Pickens, Burton, and Jackson saying that they're coming back. And then on the offensive line side of it, Sawyer, Schaefer, and McClendon are returning. I mean, yes, you lose Ben Cleveland. Yes, you lose Trey Hill, and those are big pieces. But you got a new kid coming in that you just signed, Amarius Mims, and I expect him to start right away. So on the offensive side of the ball, this is probably as good as Georgia's ever had as far as coming back with a nucleus group of guys that have experience playing together. On the defensive side of the ball, I mean, yeah, there's a little concerns, but let's not forget, Kirby is a good X's and O's defensive guy. Georgia has had a great defense for years. I mean, you got Jordan Davis and Devontae White on the defensive line. Nakobe Dean is an absolute stud. I think he was a Butkus semifinalist last year, playing inside linebacker, and then you got your safeties, Klein and Smith. You lose Aguilari, Eric Stokes, Malik Herring, Webb, Rice, and Tyson Campbell. I mean, I never was really high on Tyson Campbell, but, you know, your corners are the real question, and that secondary, I think, are the concerns that a lot of Georgia fans have. But, I mean, you're bringing in a lot of linebackers. You got 4 linebackers in this class, and they're all high 4-star guys, fringe 5-star guys. So I have no doubt that Kirby will be able to develop these guys. Might be a little rusty at the beginning, but what I'm trying to say is you have the players. Even though you're losing guys on the defensive side of the ball, you still have plenty of talent. You bring in talent. Over the past 5 years, Georgia has averaged the #1 recruiting class, and that's pretty much Kirby's entire time of being at Georgia. So there's no question as far as talent goes. And now you have all kinds of guys returning on the offensive ball, or offensive side of the ball. My question is not really that, though. My question comes down to, how can Kirby adapt? Now, like I said, Kirby, a great coach, brings in the talent. He has the players, and he's had them for years. There's just been one hurdle Georgia has not been able to get over, and that's Alabama. I mean, truthfully, this Georgia Bulldogs team has at least one national championship, if not for Bama, maybe 2, maybe even 3, because you never know how it would have ended in 2018 had Jalen Hurts not brought Alabama back. I mean, you get in the playoffs and who knows what happens. But here's the one thing that I think about when I think of Kirby and I see Kirby. So Kirby spent a lot of time under Nick Saban in Alabama. He learned from the best coach in the business. And the best coach in the business for a long time did things a certain way. We're going to run the football. We're going to win the line of scrimmage. We're going to stop the run. We're going to protect the football with a quarterback. We're not going to let him take too many chances and risk too many things. And we're going to win the time of possession battle. That's how Bama won 4 national championships. I mean, that's really how they did it. And their 4th national championship was Kirby's last game. Kirby goes to Georgia and implements that same style of play with the Bulldogs. And Georgia's great. I mean, they really are. I mean, they are one of the best programs in the country. They have 0 national championships, and that's probably because Bama's in its way. But here's what I'm going to say. If Bama plays that exact same way that Georgia plays now, I'm not so sure Bama has any national championships. Now, sure, the 2017-18 national championship game between Bama and Georgia would have gone one way or the other. It ended up going Bama's way, but Nick Saban changed. Nick Saban decided, I can't win this way playing this type of football. And I think Kirby was a master student and just built Alabama down in Athens. You have to change, though, because that's not winning anymore. Saban recognizes that. Saban knows he's not going to be able to hang with teams like the Florida Gators last year without playing the type of football that they play now. Saban knows I'm probably not going to be able to beat a team like Ohio State in the way Justin Fields likes to roll around and throw the ball downfield if I play this same way. Even his defenses have changed. They don't have those big, huge guys on the defensive line anymore. Now, granted, they're still big, but they're more athletic. They're faster. They can run and track down the quarterback. Whereas these old teams that he had, they were built to stop the run, and they did that. But whenever you had a mobile quarterback, that created problems. And a mobile quarterback creates problems for anybody anyway. If you want to know what Alabama would be without changing, look at Georgia, because that's exactly what they would be. Can Kirby adapt? Once again, that is the key. You saw glimpses of it last year with JT Daniels. And as soon as they let JT Daniels in the game and they let him start gambling and using his playmakers down the field, Georgia looked like a different team. They really turned it around. Now the spotlight's on him. And I just wonder if he has the ability to change, because it's one thing to be a master student and it's one thing to now be on your own and realize, oh, I have to do things different. I mean, his staff, he snags people from Alabama left and right when he can. It's like he's trying to duplicate what Alabama has already done, but Alabama doesn't care because they don't play that way anymore. So that's my real question. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is the year for Georgia? Do you think Kirby Smart is finally realizing, look, I can't win this way no more, I have to change? Or do you think Kirby will make the same mistakes, still kind of be hard-headed and try to win the same ways Alabama used to win back then? And what do you think the outcome for the Georgia Bulldogs looks like this year? Do you think they get to the SEC championship game? Do you think they make a national championship run? You guys let me know in the comments below. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you guys later.